equity. Okay, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining us this evening, wherever you are in the world, for this business presentation. Please make sure your microphone's on mute. I have muted everyone, but if for some reason it unmutes during the course of the presentation, in the bottom left-hand corner, you can just mute it to make sure you don't interrupt the flow. I have a special guest, or we have a special guest tonight with us, a mentor of mine, somebody who's been in this industry for a very long time. I personally think one of the best in the industry, especially when it comes to building a global business. So I'm going to hand over to Paula. Please have an open mind and just listen, make sure your phone's off so you're not distracted. There could be something here that's shared with you that if you take action on can change your entire life. So I'm going to hand over to Paula.
Thank you, Oliver. It's a pleasure. I'm coming to you from Tampa, Florida in the United States. And I always am amazed at how many people are on these calls from all different walks of life. And it's a pleasure for me to be able to present today to give you an overview of a business concept that I know has been life-changing for me. Just to give you a little background, my formal background is college teaching. I did everything I thought I was supposed to do. I went to college, got the undergraduate degree, the master's degree, then the postgraduate degree, worked my way up, and ended up teaching at a major university and making a very decent income, but not enough to cover the things I really wanted to do. And it's interesting how another colleague actually shared a similar business concept with me that would allow me around my teaching schedule, organizing my own business hours to create an extra income. And I loved the idea and I started pursuing it. And within 2 years, I was making more in my little tiny sideline business than I was in my entire teaching career. In other words, I was making more per month than I was making all year teaching. So it didn't take me long to realize that maybe I needed to reevaluate my future and where I was going. But needless to say, a couple years after that, I asked to get out of my teaching contract and all that education I put in. And I ended up pursuing my own business. And I have to tell you, that's where I was introduced to something called financial freedom. It's interesting how in life, we look at what's our career going to be, what's our job, where we're going to work, how we're going to support our family, so on and so forth. But, until you have financial freedom, you really never know what freedom is really all about. Because when I went full time, I realized for the first time that the real gift wasn't money, it was freedom. Because all of a sudden I realized I could live anywhere I wanted to live. I didn't have to live where the job was. I didn't have to live in the house the job would allow me to afford. I didn't have to drive the car the job would allow me to afford. I didn't have to send my kids to the schools I could only afford through my job. For the first time, I had something called financial freedom, which meant I could live anywhere. I could send my kids to any school. I could have any house I wanted. And it's interesting because until we're financially free, we're not really free. And what I want to do is share some slides with you that'll do a better job at maybe sharing the concept that I really want to talk about. But financial freedom is something that once you've experienced it, it's, oh my gosh, what true, unbelievable freedom can be. And the only thing that was better than having financial freedom was when I helped someone else create financial freedom for themselves. In other words, I thought it couldn't get any better than what was happening for me. And then I helped someone get out of a job they hated. And all of a sudden, I was addicted. I couldn't stop helping people. So I've been able to help people get out of jobs they hated. I've been able to help them get out of debt. I've been able to help them put their kids in the schools they want. I've been able to help them raise money for the things that were important, like a church or a charity that they were really, really attached to. And I have to tell you, once you help other people, the reward that you feel from doing that makes you never want to stop. But anyway, let me start off by saying what I'm going to share with you is not a job, not any kind of employment. We are all independent contractors, which means we are in business for ourselves, by ourselves. We're our own boss, which means when you want a raise, when you want to go on holiday, you just have to ask yourself. And if you're anything like me, I'm always very generous to myself. So, but we do associate ourselves with a company. And that company is a company called Jeunesse. And this happens to be one of Jeunesse events. They are in 148 different countries. They do these major events. In fact, they used to do one big event like this every year. We called it our convention. And all of that audience you're looking at are all independent contractors. They don't work for Jeunesse. They just deal with Jeunesse. And I'll tell you why it's advantageous to actually deal with Jeunesse. Jeunesse means youth in French. And this is their headquarters in Orlando, Florida. It's a 150,000 square foot office facility. That event that I just showed you, before the pandemic, we had to do 5 of them because exactly that big. I mean, in Asia, in the Pacific Rim, in Latin America, in Europe, and in North America. And they're very exciting events. In fact, we're doing our first live one here in North America in September in Las Vegas. So we're really excited to finally get off of virtual and get back together. But just to give you a little background about Jeunesse, Jeunesse is 11 years old, and they were started in 2009. In 2015, that was the year they did $1 billion in business that year alone. That's unbelievable. In other words, their first year they did 30 million. Their second year they doubled that and did 60. Their third year they did 120. Their fourth year they did like 450 some. And you know, by their 6th year they did $1 billion. And just to give you an idea, in their industry, which is the direct selling industry, to do $1 billion in sales on your 6th year is just unheard of. In fact, the record in this industry is 21 years to hit $1 billion a year. Jeunesse did it in 6. That's like Apple. That's like eBay. That's like Amazon. I mean, that's like a tech company. So needless to say, when Jeunesse hit $1 billion, and then they did it again the next year and the next year and the next year, when they did this, it shattered all records, but it also made everyone turn their heads and say, who is this Jeunesse? Well, by hitting $1 billion, Jeunesse has become ranked number 13 out of the top 100 direct selling companies in the world, not just in North America, but in the world. And they've done some amazing things, and they managed to continue to do amazing things even during the pandemic. Just let me give you an example about North America. You know, the 50 largest companies in North America average about 2% growth a year. And even small businesses during the 2020 year, because of the pandemics, declined 12%. Yet Jeunesse during the pandemic grew over 26%. I mean, that's unheard of, but it's because we have created a business here that is recession proof, that is pandemic proof, that seems to flourish even when times are down. And I think one of the reasons for that is because they really have invested their time and energy in really cutting edge progressive products. And these are products that are on the cutting edge of technology. I mean, just to give you an example, products that help grow your hair back. I mean, you've ever heard of anything like that? I mean, products that work on repairing DNA, products on improving your memory, products that help diminish wrinkles, products that help increase the longevity of your chromosomes. Your chronological age is your birthday, but your biological age is your chromosomes. Those are the things you want to lengthen the lifespan in order to lengthen your own lifespan. Jeunesse, when they decided to be in the cutting edge industry, they also decided to surround themselves with some very impressive medical advisors. The one on the left is Nathan Newman. He was there at the start of Jeunesse. He's world renowned in adult stem cell technology. In fact, when he first started in stem cell technology, he was actually trying to find a way to grow skin in abundance. All of us grow skin. You cut yourself, you get a scab, you grow skin, and you're back to normal. But you don't grow skin in the kind of abundance you would need if you were burned over, say, 25% of your body. And he was trying to find a way to do that. The discovery of adult stem cells has been revolutionary. Adult stem cells are the captain cells in your body. They're the cells that actually create more cells. So as you lose cells, it's the adult stem cells that create more. They're the cells in the womb that actually create the bone and the muscle and the skin and the organs of a baby. Those are the stem cells that do that, and adult stem cells stay with you throughout your entire life, especially doing repair in your body. The doctor on the far right is Giampapa. He has been nominated for the Nobel Prize twice, and for his formulations, and we have some of those formulations in our product line. The other doctors are representatives of Jeunesse in different markets. Amsilog's in Europe, Antar's in North America, Ma is in China, Martinez is in Latin America, Christian Depot, a great formulator for one of our very, very impressive stem cell products. When Jeunesse started in 2009, they started with this one product. It was a serum. It was created by Dr. Newman. And the easiest way for me to tell you what this product does is to try to, in an elementary way, describe how our body works or how our body communicates. You and I communicate through words, like I'm communicating with you right now. But our cells in our body communicate through chemicals. That's how they talk to one another. When a child is born, young children have an abundance of chemicals. So every time they break a bone, get a cut, get a burn, the cells immediately go into repair mode and fix those problems very quickly, because they have all these chemicals and the cells are able to communicate very efficiently to one another. But as you get older, the chemicals are depleted. Therefore, when an elderly person gets a broken bone, a bruise, a cut, a burn, it takes forever to heal. Not because they don't have the cells, they have the cells to do the work. Unfortunately, the cells are not able to communicate efficiently to one another because the chemicals are depleted. Well, many people call those chemicals growth hormones. In this bottle is over 200 different chemicals, over 200 different growth hormones. And 86% of this bottle is active ingredients. If you go to a cosmetic counter and you ask the person behind the counter how much of this ingredient is active, it's usually a tiny, tiny bit, a smidgen. To have 86% of this product being active ingredients is unheard of. But what happens is the minute you put that serum on a cut, on a burn, on your face, it immediately helps the cells communicate. All of a sudden they start saying, let's heal this age spot, let's heal this sunspot, let's diminish this wrinkle, let's fix this cut, let's fix this burn. The formulation in this bottle is called APT 200. It's there on the far left bottom corner, but you can see the before and after. And I have to tell you, when you're on this product for 30 to 90 days, you won't want to get off of it because the difference is dramatic. That formula is now in an entire skincare line, from day cream, day moisturizer, to night cream, to mask. We have a cleanser. We have all kinds of skincare products with that formulation in it. But that product right there by itself took Jeunesse to $30 million in the first year. Their most popular product right now is called Reserve. Reserve is an antioxidant. The main ingredient in Reserve is resveratrol. If you Google resveratrol cancer, resveratrol diabetes, resveratrol whatever, you're going to be absolutely amazed at how powerful resveratrol is. It's the most powerful antioxidant that we know of today. And antioxidant, people say, well, why do I need an antioxidant? Because you live in an oxygen-rich environment. When you live in an oxygen-rich environment, you oxidize. What is oxidize? Well, another word for oxidize is rust. You ever seen iron furniture or your metal furniture outside in the weather and how it rusts? Well, your body basically does the same thing. Not as obvious as that, but oxidation happens to the cells of your body. In order to fight oxidation, you need antioxidation. That's where the word antioxidant came from. It protects your cells. And this is a critical product. You need to be on an antioxidant. Everyone needs to be on it. You couldn't find one better than Reserve. We have a product called Nara. Nara is a collagen product. Collagen is one of the most important proteins in your body. It's depleted as you age. And I have to tell you, it's critical in the elasticity and the firmness of your skin. It helps reduce fine lines, deep wrinkles. But you know what? It hydrates your skin. What it really does as well that you'll notice probably within 7 days of using it, it strengthens your nails. It strengthens your hair. It's an amazing product, one of our most popular products. This product is my favorite. It's a proprietary formulation by Jeunesse. It's called Mind. It helps with your memory. It helps with focus. I'm going to tell you in 7 days on this product, you will notice a difference. It will help you remember things you forgot. But you know, in a time when we're bombarded by social media, by the internet, it doesn't hurt to have something help you focus, because it's hard to focus when you're constantly being bombarded. So whether you have children in school that need to focus on their studies, whether you have a parent or someone who has a problem remembering where they put their keys or their glasses, whatever, this product is amazing. This is a product that Dr. Giampapa formulated. He's the one that's been nominated for the Nobel Prize. This is more than a supplement. This product works on your body at a chemical level. It helps improve cellular function. It also repairs DNA. All I can tell you is when I'm on the AM, I feel energy. I feel clarity. When I'm on the PM, you'll sleep like a baby. I would never be without this product because it gives you everything you're not getting from your foods. This is a product that was revolutionary. This was devised by Dr. Christian DePoe. 15 years of research went into this product. What it does is it will stimulate the bone marrow to produce more adult stem cells. And then it'll stimulate the bone marrow to release those stem cells for straight 6 hours. So as you get older, you're depleted in adult stem cells. What you want is you want stem cells released into your bloodstream because they circulate throughout your body looking for things to fix. In fact, adult stem cells are fixing things right now in your body you don't even know you have a problem. So the more stem cells that are circulating, the healthier you're going to be. This is a fantastic product for increasing your immune system and your immune response. And what do you want during a pandemic? You want a strong immune response. And that's what this product will give you. I'm just giving you a few of the products. As you know, there are so many more. What I want to show by this slide is to make you understand that Jeunesse is not trying to reinvent industries, create products and industries that have never existed. What they're trying to do is introduce products into an already existing industry so that the need and awareness is already there. People know they need these products. All they want to do is create the best product in that industry. And their products are just unbelievably revolutionary in what they can do. They're just unbelievable. They've been recognized in major magazines, throughout social media. In fact, our latest product is something called aloe vera. I know you've heard of aloe vera. Maybe your parents used it on you when you were a child, when you had a cut or a burn. Aloe vera has been around for 6,000 years. What I love about aloe vera is there's so much research on it. If you Googled aloe vera cancer, diabetes, colitis, diverticulitis, intestinal problems, vitamin nutritional absorption. I mean, I have pages of research here in my office just on aloe vera. But you know, aloe vera, we know what it does on the inside. What it does on the what it does on the outside of your body is amazing. What it does on the inside is equally amazing. And I have to tell you that when you take aloe vera, if you go to a store and try to buy it, it's so bitter. It's very hard to drink. What's nice about this one is it's easy to drink. There's no bitterness because in this product, they only use the gel inside of the leaf. So many companies grind the leaf up with the gel, and it's the leaf that makes it so bitter. This is organic aloe vera. When you take this and drink it, it's organic, 95% pure organic aloe vera. The only rest of it is only organic lemon juice and organic honey. And I have to tell you, it tastes fantastic. There's no sugar. There's no artificial flavors. It's just the pure product. And boy, can you tell the difference. I have people calling me now saying how they're sleeping better, how they're feeling more energetic because their body's able to absorb the nutrients because aloe vera has cleaned out that part of the small intestine so that the absorption's better. One of the things about aloe vera that you can find in research is that it supports your immune system. It improves your immune system, something exactly that you want. And what I love about it for our business is people are familiar with aloe vera. The fact that ours tastes great puts it head and shoulders above any that you could buy in a store. And ours happens to be priced perfectly. So, this is just the beginning. I could probably spend another hour going through some of the other products our company has, from weight management to like what I said about the growth of hair and so on and so forth. But what I really like to do right now is talk about the opportunity behind Jeunesse. Jeunesse gives us the ability to own our own home-based business. And they've made it so easy for us, whether we want to make full-time income or part-time income. They've created tools and support systems that help us in all different kinds of languages. They pay us in different currencies. And of course, like I mentioned before, they're in 148 different countries around the world. So if we want to build, I'm sitting here, I have a business in over 100 countries. I mean, that's absolutely amazing because I'm here in Tampa, Florida. How could I possibly have businesses in all these markets? Well, I'll show you here as we move along. They also have 34 different fully operational offices throughout the world to help us in those particular markets and help us build a business. Jeunesse has 6 different ways that we can make income. But before I go through the 6 ways, let me try to help you understand how Jeunesse markets their products. They're different from conventional or traditional business. Jeunesse markets their product through word of mouth advertising. I used to live in a place called Cincinnati, Ohio. That was the home of Procter & Gamble. Procter & Gamble probably makes every cleaning agent, detergent, whatever out there. And I have to tell you, when they create a product, because of all the research and development, they'll spend millions of dollars creating it. They'll spend millions of dollars in the testing of it. Then they'll spend millions of dollars in packaging. And then when it comes to letting you and I become aware of the product, they'll spend millions and millions of dollars in advertising, whether it's on the television, whether it's in ads, whether it's in social media, whatever, millions of dollars. Whereas Jeunesse, rather than spending all those millions, what they will do is take those millions and pay people like you and I for advertising for them. They'll pay us the millions for getting the word out about our product. And if you ever ask somebody in a business, what's your most successful way of advertising? 9 out of 10 times they'll say word of mouth, word of mouth. If you ask a restaurant, they'll say word of mouth. When you ask a movie theater, they'll say word of mouth. People come to a restaurant, they eat the food, they like it, they tell other people. They see a movie, they like it, they tell other people. So that's exactly how we market our product, is word of mouth. And, we do word of mouth. If we tell people about our product, they can go to our website. They can look at the product themselves. They can look at videos on the product. They can hear testimonials on the product. And if they decide to buy it, the company will send you money. Isn't that amazing? So that's one way we make income. Another way we make income is by helping other people. In other words, you might tell someone about the product and they end up buying it, they like it, but then they decide, hey, I wouldn't mind becoming a part of Jeunesse, because when you become registered with Jeunesse, you get the product at wholesale. And maybe they want to get it at wholesale and they want to tell other people. Well, when that happens, as in our particular business, we have a structure. It looks like a family tree. Many of you have seen a family tree. You have the parents at the top, and the first level is the children, the second level is the grandchildren, the third level is the great-grandchildren, and so on and so forth. That's kind of how our business works. In our business, you could have first people that you've shared the business with, either the product, or you've shared the business, or you shared the product and they wanted to become involved in the business so they could get it at wholesale and they could tell other people about it. So we would refer to those people like your kids. They're on your first level. Now in this business, you could have 3 kids, you could have 300 kids. You could have 300 people on your first level. And what do you want for them? You want them to succeed. What do they want? They want to succeed. So if you help them succeed, the company's going to pay you 20% matching on what they're earning. Not out of their pocket, it comes out of the company's pocket. In other words, if you see these 3 people, if you help those 3 people make $1,000 a month, Jeunesse is going to send you 20% matching. The company's going to send you $200 3 times. That's $600 for helping those 3 people make $1,000. Why are they doing that? Because that's what they're paying you for training. They're paying you for expanding the business. You know, that's what the Jeunesse held the millions back in order to pay you for expanding their business. But they don't just pay you on your children. What if that first level, they introduce some people to the business? So their first level is going to be your second level. Those are going to be your grandchildren. You could have 500 people that are your grandchildren. Okay, what if they're making $1,000? Now the company's going to send you 15% or $150 3 times. That's $450 a month just for helping those people. You know, and at the same time, they're going to introduce people. The company's going to pay you 10% matching on the 3rd level. In fact, they're going to pay you 5% matching on levels 4 through 7. So what I'm trying to explain here is you might have 300 people on the 1st level, 500 or 600 people on the 2nd level. You could have thousands on the 3rd, and you could have thousands on the 4th through 7th, and you're making matching income on all of that. You're making matching income on people you've never even met. You know, so what does it do? It encourages you to help everyone. It encourages you to help everyone succeed. And that's what the Global Partners is all about. We all try to help each other because that benefits everyone. But that's one way to make money. You know, see that 20% there? You can also increase that to 25% or 30% on your first level. Could you imagine now you're matching 30%? How do you do that? If you have 5 customers, you go to 25%. If you have 10, you go to 30%. In some countries, it isn't even customers. It's just having 5 active distributors. So this is a way you could increase your matching. But another way to make money has to do with team commissions. Let me tell you how that works. Remember my family tree? Well, this is my family tree. Only in this family tree, you have 5 on the 1st level, and so on and so forth on the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, whatever. Imagine that family tree is hanging from a clothesline, and imagine I come along and I pinch the middle of the clothesline and I pull it straight up. What happens? Well, part of the team falls down the left side and part of it falls down the right side. It's all part of the same family tree. It's just now you have 2 teams. You have a left team and a right team. So every time one of those teams does 600 points and the other team does half of that or 300 points, the company will send you $35. They'll call that a cycle. Now, what do I mean by points? Well, every product that Jeunesse has a point value. So let me give you an example. Let's say a person is on a month's supply of aloe vera. That's 60 points. So if on your left team you have 10 people using aloe vera, that's 600 points. And if on the other team you have 5 people doing the same, that's 300 points. That means you're going to have a cycle and the company's going to send you $35. Now let's say you cycle 1 time every day for a month. Well, $35 times what, 30 days? That's over $900 a month, almost $1,000 a month. But we have people that cycle 100 times a month. So that's $3,500 a month. We have people who cycle 200 times a month. That's $7,000 a month. We have people that cycle 500 times a month. That's over $17,000 a month. And then we have people that cycle 1,000 times a month. That's $35,000 a month. And this is only one way to make money. This is only one way out of the 6. But you know, it's not just money that Jeunesse makes available to us. They also have lifestyle. They have incentive trips that all of us, no matter if you're just a beginner, can earn. In other words, in 2020, during the pandemic, we had 30,000 people in Jeunesse earn incentive trips. In North America, the trip is to Athens. In Africa and Australia, it was Iceland. China, it was Vancouver. Europe, it was Cabo San Lucas in Mexico. I mean, They earn these trips. Now, some of the trips are happening this year. In other words, they earned it in 2020. Now there's new trips they're earning, but they're still going to have these trips because they couldn't take them in 2020. They're going to take them this year. So it's so much fun because not only do they pay for the hotel and all the excursions, they allow you to bring someone with you, and you can even earn all the airfare. That's unbelievable. One of my most favorite trips that Jeunesse had an incentive trip was to Dubai, where they had excursions. We rode the dunes out in the desert. We rode camels. I mean, it was unbelievable. Things I would have never experienced here in Tampa, Florida. When you do 1,000 cycles a month, you go on a diamond trip. Actually, when you do 500 cycles, they send you to Maui, Hawaii for a week's holiday where they take you on a whale watching and all over. When you do 1,000, you become a diamond. They take you on an excursion trip every single year. This is to the Alps in Switzerland, but I mean, in 2019 they took us to Bora Bora. This year to Cabo St. Lucas. Next year to the Serengeti in Africa. I mean, it's amazing. Plus, you get to share in a bonus pool, a diamond bonus pool. So let me bring this to a conclusion. You know, if someone looks at this opportunity, this business concept, and decides, hey, I want to be an independent contractor, I'd like to get associated with Jeunesse. It costs $29. That's it, to get registered with Jeunesse. When you get registered, Jeunesse will give you your own website. And it's a beautiful website with videos and information about the product, but it also has an e-commerce shopping cart. So that means if you send someone to your website, they can look at the business opportunity and they can sign up if they want to join you. Or if they want to buy a product, they can actually buy the product right there on the website. They can pay for it with a credit card. It's shipped to them from the closest warehouse right to their front door. Isn't that unbelievable? I have a business in 100 countries. I work out of my home office. I have no overhead. I have no employees. I have no headaches. I have no warehouse. I have no shipping truck. I don't even have to go to a bank and get a transaction machine to handle credit cards. All of this is done by Jeunesse. Do you know what an unbelievable opportunity this is to not have to spend all this money to be in business for yourself? $29 and you're in business for yourself. You even get a back office so you can monitor sales, you can monitor volume, you can monitor how much money the company has put in your wallet. It's amazing. And and once you decide to get registered, the company, then you can buy the product at wholesale. But as a new person, they actually will offer packages of product below wholesale to new distributors so they can try as many products as possible. And I encourage people, try as many products as possible so you can be authentic when somebody says, well, what does aloe taste like? Or how do you feel on Revitablue? Or what does that reserve taste like, that antioxidant? At least you'll say, this is how I feel on it. This is how it tastes to me, because you're in business for yourself. Otherwise, you say, I've never had it. People, who's going to follow somebody who doesn't even know what their products are like? They also have videos to train you, to teach you about the different products, to teach you about the business. We also have mobile applications. So, I have a business in 100 countries. I can run it from my cell phone. I don't even need to have a computer. I can run it all from my cell phone, get to my back office and everything else. We have all kinds of events that people can plug into. We have virtual events. We're starting to have live events, all kinds of trainings. And I can't begin to tell you what a great opportunity this has become and what a great opportunity it is, especially during this time in a pandemic, when so many businesses are going out of business. Jeunesse is flourishing. So as you've heard this before, timing's everything. It really is. I don't know any market where Jeunesse is that is saturated, that is that opportunity isn't prominent there as being on the ground floor of that marketplace. So this happens to be one of our events. You can see Oliver there with his baseball hat on, and Poe and Lisa, many of the people that that happens to be in South Africa. But we have events all over. We have developed a synergy, a strong relationship. with the Global Partners Group. We really enjoy being together. We really enjoy helping one another, and we all applaud each other's success, because this is so different than traditional business where many people work. This is a business where helping other people succeed only helps yourself. So we encourage people to succeed. We want to help people to succeed. We teach them everything we can. We have a special training series on Vimeo. It's called Blueprint for Success, where we teach people step 1, step 2, step 3. We have trainings every Sunday. We have opportunity presentations like this every Thursday. We have a meet the team right before it. And then the first of the month, we have a big organizational meeting. So there's plenty of support, plenty of help, plenty of reason to succeed and get the help you need to succeed. And we have many, many people that I'm sure you're going to be able to relate to, some of these people who come from a similar background as yourself. So with that, I want to thank you for your kind attention. And I hope if you're looking at this for the first time, you give it serious consideration. If you're already involved, congratulations. And we look forward to watching your success and being a part of it. So with that, thank you so much. Back to you, Oliver.
Thank you so much, Paula. That was an absolutely awesome presentation. Guys, just on closing, get back to the person who invited you to this call. I always say to people, most people in life are swinging a baseball bat, and they just don't take enough shots, and that's why they never succeed. So take action. And if you take action, you have a chance of making something amazing happen in your life. And worst case scenario, guess what? You always learn. You're always learning or earning. So have a beautiful evening. And we'll see you guys again next week, Thursday, same time, 7:30. Meet the team. It will be again with Paula and myself. So please invite guests to that, and a business presentation again as well following that next week. Have an awesome evening, everyone.